Hey everyone, it's Denise with Tarot at 12. Hello! Happy Tuesday. This is November 3rd, 2020. This is election day in the USA. So if you are here in the US, I hope that you have already voted or you plan to get there before the polls close this evening. Your voice is important, so do not skip voting. This is how you are heard. All right, my friends. So that being said, that was like my public service announcement for the start of the show. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to say hello to a couple people here. It looks like Ecto1GB. Hello. Tanaya, nice. I love your name. Bilal. Jane J, thank you so much. Antonella, hello. You have a donation from yesterday, so you will be up first. Let's see what else. Amy's Healthy Recipes. I hope you're doing well with your YouTube channel. Anna or Anna, not sure how you pronounce your name. Some people do it Anna, some people say Anna, but I'm going to bet it's Anna. Am I right? All right, Emily, nice to see you. And Rajashri, good to see you guys. Ecto, thank you so much for your subscription. Okay, so we do have Antonella first on the list today because Antonella gave a donation yesterday at the end. So she was not able to get, well, I don't know, she or he, I'm not sure, was not able to get that reading. So she'll be first today. Antonella, I believe she is correct, but where am I? So let me just pull up my PayPal and make sure that I am staying on track. I have a couple different screens I have to look at, which is kind of irritating, but what are you going to do? When I was in the office, I used to get, I had double monitors. So I'm very much missing that. And at the time I was like, why do you need two? Well, now I see. All right. So it looks like we have a couple donations here. In case you're new here, I wanted to say welcome. Go ahead and write your question in the chat. These are free live tarot readings. However, donations do go first. So if somebody makes a donation, their question gets bumped ahead. I do keep a list of donations, but as far as for free readings, I choose randomly. So keep that in mind. Donations are certainly not expected or required, but it's a method for you to, get your reading right away or make sure it's guaranteed if you're in a hurry or whatnot. Or sometimes people make donations just to be nice. So whatever you feel like, there is no limit. Donations are open. There is not a minimum. However, whatever you're doing, whatever works best for you, whatever you can give is certainly appreciated. So keep that in mind as well. I don't want you to not be able to eat lunch just so you can get a tarot reading, right? All right, my friends. So today I have the Deviant Moon spread out with my clear quartz. Open up the energy. And we've got a couple donations to kick off the day. We've got three right now. We've got Antonella, then Amira, and Tia. Hello, Tia. Hi, Amira. Thank you guys both. Sherry Hain, what? Are you kidding me? This is my best friend in the whole wide world. Sherry, how are you? I'm so excited you're here. Yes, Sherry and I have been best friends since we were 15 years old. We are now 51, so that tells you something, right? Oh, yay, I'm so happy you're here, Sherry. All right, so what have we got up for Antonella? Antonella, thank you again for your donation. Sorry about the confusion at the end yesterday, but let's see what we've got. Oh, good. Sherry's listening. Sherry's got a lot on her plate. She's got a lot going on. 3 beautiful kids that she takes care of and a job and all these other things. She's Superwoman. Okay. Antonella, thank you again. All right. If I do not reach out to my ex Virgo, will he? What should I know? Okay. So we want a reach out, or we want to see what would be best. Okay. And if you don't, will he, or would it just be sitting there with a big bunch of silence? Okay, so I'm going to use the Modern Spellcasters Tarot. If I can hold on to my cards. Hey, DJ, how are you? So new and Angel. Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Virgo, Antonella. Should Antonella reach out to the Virgo? Or will Virgo reach out to Antonella? Okay. So let's see what we've got. Here's our energy. And this is our spread. All right. So, all right. The energy about this is kind of unsatisfying because it's all about mystery. Well, clearly, that's your question. You have a mystery. You're wanting to see if you should reach out. So this can mean a few other things too. So I do want to take a look at what we've got here. It also involves like kind of using your intuition and going with the flow, you know, that kind of a thing. So it could be that. So let's see what we've got though before we decide. All right. All right. You should wait. You should wait, my friend. And I'll tell you why I say that. I do think Virgo will reach out if you wait. Now, you got to use your judgment and see, you know, waiting, you know, use your intuition. Ooh, that's why it's there. Ooh, yeah. And decide when the best time or how long you are willing to wait. You know, and you need that for you as well, because why should you be sitting there waiting when, you know, somebody else, why should you wreck your own peace? Why? Why should you sit there and wait when waiting for somebody else? You know, that's totally well, unfair for one, but also you're selling yourself short. That's not right. You can't want to be with somebody more than they want to be with you. That being said, I do think that you should wait and use your intuition and see, you know, if it gets to be a certain amount of time, you might want to reevaluate or check back in with the energy. But this is saying 5 of Cups is all about disappointment. It's about feeling like something has been lost. It's like kind of, you know, not wanting to see things that are there because you're real focused on what's wrong. So I'm thinking that right now this is a big no, meaning disappointment if you contact Virgo. Here, though, this is where things change. With you not contacting, there's where the Hanged Man pops in. And this is all about seeing things differently. This would apply to your Virgo. Not hearing from you makes your Virgo be like, hey, mystery again with the moon. What's going on? So there will be your contact after that. And here's our 9 of Cups telling me this. This is how I know. The 9 of Cups. Cups is all about satisfaction in relationships. What? So, Antonella, super clear. I am saying that you should not reach out. You should not reach out, and he will likely be seeing that differently and then definitely be contacting you after that. Let him have a chance to see it differently. Let him feel the loss. Let him feel it. And then, you know, make it his idea. And use your intuition, though. If it seems like, oh my gosh, it's taken forever, or it's been so long, should I still be waiting? That's when you need to check in with the energy and also use your judgment. You know, you're smart. You know things. You got to give yourself credit. Woo. All right, honey. Thank you. And sorry again about yesterday. I hope that helped. All righty, my friend Amira. Looks like you are up next. Yeah, Antonella, exactly. You need to enjoy and live your life. You know, this is your life. And, you know, sometimes people need time. Sometimes it's worth it. But, you know, other times it's like, what the hell am I sitting here waiting for you for? You're not waiting for me, you know. And guess what else? If you're busy looking at something, and you miss other things, right? So if you're investing all your time and energy in Virgo and you're not even getting anything in return, you're now looking at Virgo. You got tunnel vision. You can't see all these other people who might be around here. You're going to miss out if you're looking through those goggles, you know? Woo. Antonella, I hope that goes well. Check in with that energy again, though, and see what happens. All right, Amira, you are up next. Let me find your question. Oh, and Rose D, thank you for your donation. All right, I'm going to add you to my list. Right now, we are at Amira, and then we have Tia, and then we have Rose D. So any of you that are kind of waiting along for some freebies in between donations, I definitely select some of those. But if you're in a hurry or you want to guarantee, keep that in mind. Donations are open, and it's whatever your heart is willing to give. Okay, back to this. Amira, let's find your question, hun. I'm not seeing it yet. Oh, I found it. It was up a little higher. All right, Amira, how are you doing today? All right. What is the outcome for me and Kasim? Just met him on Tinder yesterday, and he seems like a nice guy. Ooh, all right. So what do we want to use for that? We want to use, I rearranged all my decks, and I keep looking at where they used to be, and I'm very confused. Doesn't take much to confuse me. I have the worst memory in the world, so that doesn't help things. All right, I just flipped a card. What am I doing? We're going to use the Everyday Witch, if I can hold on to it. And we're going to find out what's going on with this new Tinder guy. All right. We're going to see. I don't know which way it is to swipe, but swipe left, swipe right kind of thing. You guys matched. So that's a good thing, but you're right. You know, you got to really, you know, I always call it like on online dating, it's like job interviews, right? You go on the one date, it's an interview. Maybe they'll get a second interview. Totally up to you. There's no, you know, you got to be ready to cut bait, though, if it's not working, right? You got to move on. All right. So, Kasim and Amira, let's find out what's going on with that. All right. Here is the energy. This is our spread. So let's find out what's going on with that. Okay, what's this new relationship looking about? Like Queen of Swords, that means you have to have rules set up. That means you have to have guidelines ready. The Queen of Swords is often mistaken for this horrible bitch, but she's not. She, you know, she's just very firm. She can be a bitch, but I mean, she's firm. She is kind of like a no-nonsense kind of person. So I want to see what these say, of course, but my first thought on that is, you know, you got to have your boundaries set and you got to have your standards set. And do not lower that bar. Do not sacrifice your boundaries. You're doing a job interview with this dude, right? It's a job interview. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go in and be rigid and ridiculous, but you got to have some ground rules set up in your own head. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's see what these are. We got the High Priestess. Ooh. Okay, so I do think he is a genuine person. I think he is genuine. However, I think that obviously you've only met him, so this is not going to be shocking, but there are things you don't know about him. Now, we all have things we don't know, like how many brothers and sisters do you have? I mean, it could be something as, you know, vanilla as that, or it could be something like horrible, like, hey, man, I just got out of jail after murdering 100 people, which obviously is ridiculous. But there is something that you're going to want to make sure you're aware. So Queen of Wands, Swords energy is coming through on each of these cards. So because you don't know everything, you have to have your boundaries set. You have to protect yourself. So be the Queen of Swords and discover what's wrong. Or what's wrong. What's wrong and what's right. I hope wrong isn't the only thing you're going to discover. Next, we have our Emperor, and the Emperor is awesome. This is somebody who's a real leader, who takes control, who knows what he wants. So that implies to me that we're talking about somebody who's not like this huge drama person, huge baggage person, or, you know, things like that. So that's really good. You know, the emperor would not be hearing a whole lot from our Queen of Swords because, there wouldn't be things to say because our Emperor knows what's up and has really planned. Look at him. He's looking at a scroll. He knows. So that's awesome. Where is the Emperor looking? To the Ten of Pentacles. This is also awesome. Ten of Pentacles is all about somebody who's very comfortable, somebody who is striving for that, that well-rounded life with, wealth and comfort and family. I'm not sure if Kasim is necessarily wealthy right now, but I definitely see that that's the direction. So it appears like Kasim might have goals, things like that. Now, if I would have seen a whole lot of like sneaky swords cards, if we would have had the Seven of Swords or the Six of Swords, or not the Six of Swords, the Five of Swords. So, then I would have been like, this guy doesn't sound so great. But these are all really good cards. It's really strong, though, that you need to set those boundaries and have those guidelines. Be aware that people sometimes lie on social media and on dating sites, not a big shock, but be aware and keep that in mind so you have those boundaries set and you are less likely to get hurt. But it does seem like his intentions are good and he has some positive qualities. So, yay. So do a job interview, Amira. Put him on job interview. All right, Tia, thank you so much for your donation. After Tia, we have Rose D. Amira is saying that he wants to take you on a date. There you go. If you're attracted, if you're intrigued, it can't hurt to go out on a date. With Corona, your options are probably limited a little bit, but, as long as you go somewhere public and, you want to be somewhere where you're not like obviously in some kind of dark park where you're sitting by yourself, take care of yourself. You know these things. This isn't news, but, do a job interview. What's it going to hurt? You get a drink out of it. You get a meal out of it. I got to say one more thing. In sales, it's a huge thing that, if it takes, for example, 10 phone calls to get 2 yeses, well, then I sure as hell want to get my 8 no's over with, right? So even a no, even if you go out and say, Kasim, nope, don't think I want to date you again. Well, good, because now you got him out of the way. You got one of the no's out of the way so that you can find a yes. Yeah. All righty. You're welcome, hon. All righty. Tia, you are up. Excuse me. Tia, where are you? I'm looking. I see you saying hello. Hi. Let's see if I can go back. I'm looking, but if you haven't written it, go ahead and start writing it, hon. And I will see what we've got. Oh, and then I got some kind of weird cleaner thing. All right. Hey, Carter Chow, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. Glad you found the channel. Oh, and thank you for the like. Glad you're here. Now, everything is random. I do select randomly, but donations go first. So right now I'm doing a donation question, but I do see you dropped a question there in the chat. If you want to wait for a chance at a freebie, I will be randomly selecting in between donations. So let me know if you would like to donate. The donation link is posted by my moderator there, Jane J, and it's in my description as well. So totally up to you, my friend. All right, I am not seeing your question, Tia. Maybe you can write it again for me if I'm just missing it. Or you might have stepped out for a minute. I just see this, and that's all I'm seeing from you. All right, so Tia, while you're writing your question, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do Rose D's question. Thank you for your donation. Next will be Tia, and then I think we're caught up. Rose D, hello, Priscilla, hello. I donated. Thank you. Can you tell me who is coming toward me in love? Okay, let's see what we can see. All right, we are going to use the Secret Tarot because this sounds kind of like a secret, huh? Now, I'm not going to be able to get like names or, physical descriptions. I'm not able to get that, but I am able to get, you know, some like personality traits and where you might see this person. Okay, so let's shuffle and let's focus and see what we can get. All right, for Rose G, who is coming toward Rose G in love, please? Let me get one more in. Gotta get one more in. Rose D in love. What's coming? Tell us what we can expect for Rose D. Okay, that's a good shuffle. That was a good one. Okay, there's our energy. And this is our spread. Okay, let's find out what we've got. Okay, so this is the Nine of Swords. This is kind of about anxiety, overthinking, causing yourself stress and having to stay up and think about things. This might not necessarily be you, so don't, you know, let's see what these say. But this energy is talking about a lot of overthinking. This could be talking about the person who's toward you in love, might be somebody who's needing a little help, you know? So let's find out what's going on here, and then we'll be able to put it together. All right. Well, ooh, all right. Rose D, did you have have you been recently hurt or cheated on or, you know, broken up with, or you just somehow lost a relationship in some way? Ooh, let me know, Rose D, because that's what I'm seeing. Rose D, this is our energy for the entire spread. And here we have our, first off is we have our Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is kind of about like something getting stolen from you, something that you decide to leave behind. So that's why I asked. A lot of times that one pops up for cheating, but it doesn't always mean cheating. So, but it does seem to me like, you know, overthinking, feeling upset, you know, being upset about things. That to me indicates maybe you feeling that way. If that is not the case and you are like, nope, I haven't broken up with anybody lately, or nobody's cheated on me or whatever, then this is definitely about who's coming. Somebody who has just had a recent breakup. Again, we've got a breakup here, either cheating or just a regular breakup, but cheating is where I see this one a lot. But this person who maybe is just sad or whatever, or if it's you kind of holding back, that's all gonna change, my friend. We've got our King of Wands. The King of Wands, that's who we all want. We want to be the Queen of Wands. Remember, I always say that. The Queen of Wands is the best. Girl or guy, you want to be the Queen of Wands. King of Wands, though, is a close second. The King of Wands gets it done. This is somebody who is very much a leader, an entrepreneur type person who really is excited to take on new ideas, somebody who listens to other people. This to me is the personality of the person that you would have coming toward you. This is awesome. The warning or the advice from the tarot, though, is now two scenarios. Remember, we thought it either you've been cheated on, you're upset, you know, you're like guarded or hesitant, you know, stuff like that. That's going to change because you're going to meet this person and then you're going to be feeling way better. Or the second scenario would be the person you're meeting has just gone through that. Whichever scenario applies, the person is somebody who's really got it together. So this event, if it is applying to the person, is not something that would be like a huge baggage situation. If it's you, then hey, man, surprise, you're going to be having some better times here. But either way, I hope that makes sense. Either way it happens, it's going to be a new opportunity for you both to kind of start looking out into the future, seeing where you're going to go. That is what our Three of Wands is telling me. Now, again, the overshadowing of this upset or whatever, these are both swords. This is something that can easily be overcome. This is swords. So this is communication. This is truth. And I have a feeling that the two of you, whichever one of you this is representing, are going to work through it through talking. You guys are going to be able to help each other in some way, whether it's you helping this person or this person helping you. We've got King of Wands and the King of Wands and the Three of Wands following it up. This is where we're going. This is going bye-bye. And there we go. So yeah, I think, it's either somebody who's going to help you from being upset about a breakup, or you might be meeting this person just coming off of a breakup. So yeah. Woo, Rose D. That's exciting. All righty. We have Tia. I think, oh, yep, I did. I just saw it. Thank you so much. And I do see your second. You said, what will he say? So I'll get to that. Oh, no, it paused and you were behind. Don't you hate that? My YouTube, like you guys, when you're seeing the chat, you are like, I don't know how many seconds, like, but noticeably you're behind me on my StreamYard chat. I'm on the platform to stream to you guys. So anyway, sometimes I'm asking for things and you guys have already done it, or vice versa. It's like totally off. All right, so Tia is next, and then we have Amira. Thank you so much, my dear. We will get to your question next. All right. Oops, it jumped. There we go. Will my Taurus S call me, and what will he say? All right, so we want a phone call deck. What am I going to find here? How about we use the light seers, because we want to shed some light on this. All right, Jane J, you're doing awesome moderating. Thank you so much. Huge shout out to you. You guys give Jane J a hello and a heart or something. Let her know how great she's doing. All right, Tia. What will my Taurus call me, and what will he say? All right, S. Are you going to call Tia, and what are you planning on talking about? What are you planning on talking about? Give us a hint. What is the energy looking like? Boy, I almost dropped one, but I caught it. Yay, I'm number one. I'm the shuffle queen. I better not say that. Getting too cocky. Watch, I'll drop them all. Huh, I didn't. Okay. So there is our energy. This is our spread. Okay. So my new tarot deck should be here next Monday. It is the Ghost Tarot. Aren't you excited? I am. I will show you right away. All right, Taurus calling me. All right. Is your Taurus a little immature? Is your Taurus a little immature? And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, just, little kind of immature. We've got our Five of Wands energy, and that's what makes me think that. This is kind of about people who are inexperienced. Look, they're arguing, they're fighting, whatever you want to interpret from that. But look at them. They're dropping all their... You guys, you're not even getting each other. You're not doing anything there. So it's about some kind of like immature type of energy. It's also about trying to practice to get better. So let's find out how that applies to our reading. All right. So is Taurus going to call, and what will he say? Ooh. Okay. So yes. So our energy again is Five of Wands. It's going to apply to the whole thing. I just feel like there's a little bit of immaturity in here. However, the Taurus does know like what to do. It's not like a little kid who's going to be like jumping around and you don't know what. This is somebody who knows what to do, who knows how to handle themselves in a relationship. The Hierophant is always about kind of tradition, ritual, but it's also about keeping everybody positive, keeping everybody, reaching for more, that kind of a thing. So even if there is a little immaturity in there, this person does know, kind of how to be in a relationship. So it's not lost. It's not a lost cause. Here we have our Two of Pentacles, and this tells me that Taurus is juggling something. It could be time. It could be work and personal life. It has something to do with things that you would use in your daily life. So it's not about juggling two people. It's not like that. But it is trying to find time. Find in time, right? Here we have our Two of Cups. This is the winner. That's what we want. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is all about two people coming together in harmony. Now, I'm assuming that this is a love interest. So cups would make sense for love and emotion. But again, as I said, this is also for strong relationships. So, if Taurus is just a friend or, whatever, I do get the impression, though, that it is a love situation. And this card is fantastic for that. So I do think Taurus will call you. I think Taurus is a bit on the immature side, but I think that's not going to be a deal breaker because I think he does know what is up and knows how to handle it. I think there's a little bit of a time issue right now, but I think ultimately it is coming. So let's find out. Now, again, it's not like I'm saying here that you're going to get a phone call saying, I love you, let's run off and get married. I'm saying, and hey, man, maybe. But what I'm saying is that harmonious conversation and launch off point to the next step or the next conversation or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get an endgame card. We need to know what this might be about. What is going on? We need to know what kind of call is this. What might Taurus say? What might Taurus say? Queen of Swords. Woo! Going to have a lot to say. The Queen of Swords is very blunt, really blunt. So I don't know if you guys had an argument or what, but whatever's happening, I do still see this harmonious thing kind of coming together. I do see that that is a yes for the call or the contact. But I think what's coming, and be prepared, you might know exactly what this is about. There's going to be some kind of blunt conversation, something kind of blunt, like setting something straight or saying this is how it is or this is what I need or, something very blunt, very blunt. Now, let's see, we're going to do, oh, shoot, I did it again. I turned him over. I don't like to when I can see him, so hold on. I don't want to see him. I want him to be, in the moment. So I'm going to shuffle again just to get rid of that one I saw. All right. So we want to know if this might be soon. So I'm going to do bottom of the deck. I reshuffled. All right. Will this be soon? Will Taurus be contacting Tia soon? Knight of Pentacles. I think it might be going a little slower than you might anticipate or want. The Knight of Pentacles is moving. The Knight of Pentacles, look at him. He's walking. He's not on his horse, though. He's not running. He's walking. And usually that walk is about kind of planning and thinking about things. So not sure why you're not talking. Maybe that's about whatever you talked about or you argued about, or if it's not an argument that you had, it's just trying to figure out what to do. And if he's a little immature, that might be part of it. And the Queen of Swords is showing up because, he's trying to get real with himself. Got to know how to handle this. He's immature, But I think that's you, or I think that's not you. A blunt conversation in some way, very straightforward. Woo. All right, Tia. I hope that helped. All righty, we've got Amira up next, and then I see we have a couple more donations. We've got Peach Love. Hello, and thank you so much. And then you say you wrote it in the PayPal notes. I will double check that. I'm having an issue with my PayPal lately, so if it's a problem, I will let you know and have us type it up. But let's just assume it's going to work. All right, and we've also got Crystal and Julie. Hey, Julie, how are you? All right, guys. So Julie donated for 2. Awesome. Okay. So right now we've got Amira, we have Peach Love, we have Crystal, and then we have Julie for 2. Okay, so what am I doing? Amira. I just literally said what I'm doing, and I literally still didn't know what I was doing. All right, so, okay. How will the date go? The interview. How will the date go with me and Kasim? What will his impression be of me? Okay. So what do we want? We want to use, because I'm loving it so much, we want to use the Everyday Witch again because it is awesome. I use whatever deck is kind of calling to me in the moment. I realize this one is my newer one, and I'm kind of biased toward it because I like it. But sometimes, you know, I just gotta go with what I want. Okay, one more shuffle. I gotta focus. Okay, the date with Kasim. How will it go? Amira's date with Kasim. What will Kasim think of Amira? All right, we're going to do this a little different because it's sort of a two-parter. I want to see, I'm going to do it this way. We're going to put this, how the date's going to go first. And then we're going to say what will his impression be. And then we'll put down, we'll throw down a few if we need to clarify. Let's just see. Now, this one is, again, about how the date will go. Ooh, okay. I think the date's going to go well. I think it's going to go well. We have our 6 of Cups here. Cups, again, is love and emotion, so that feels good. Our 6 of Cups, this is the feel-good, warm, fuzzy card. This is all about reflecting on times that you felt good, getting ready and anticipating more things that feel good. Warm, fuzzy. That's the warm, fuzzy card. Here we have our Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is awesome. He is running forward. He's flying in. He is somebody who's super action-oriented, really wants to get things going. So I think you're going to be thinking, yeah, this is pretty good. The problem with the Knight of Swords, though, is there is no plan usually for the next step. So you might find that you leave this date, and then you're like, well, what are we doing next? Or, excuse me, what are we going to do next? Or, when are we going to go out again? Or what does this mean? That's what that could mean. Also, another little bit of advice from the tarot is it looks to be starting off very well. And that's what our Knight is saying. Like, yeah, let's go. It's going well. But you got to be careful not to kill it. And I'm going to tell you what I think that means. The swords are about truth. You need to obviously be your authentic self, but be careful about oversharing. When you go out on a first date, I hear it so much that, we trauma bonded. We talked about our exes. We talked about horrible things in our childhood. Trauma bonding, at some point in your relationship, those are things you do need to share, and you do want to help each other. But on a first date or even on the early stages, that is a relationship killer. Either it's going to kill the relationship, or one of you will be sorry you said so much, and now they have this knowledge, or anyway, no matter how you look at it, it doesn't go well. So plan what you talk about. Again, the swords is communication and truth. So be careful about how much truth you share. What will his impression be of you? Ooh, okay. His impression is going to be very positive. We've got the Empress. Now, the Empress is something that would be like growing something. I think the impression is that he's going to want to see you more. He's going to want to, be able to make this grow, make the relationship grow. I can't even think of another way to say it. But the Empress, what this also talks about is success. It's about success. Typically, the Empress also might indicate a maternal kind of personality. So I wonder if Kasim might kind of view you as somebody who's very caring, kind of like in that maternal way. Not that you're going to mom him to death, but, it means that, seeing you in that way. I do think he sees a future with you, or at least the continuation of your new developed connection. We've got the 3 of Wands. That's all about looking out and saying, where are we going next? Where are we going next? Look at her with her wand. She's making some magic there. The cat's looking out going, yeah, let's do it. So I'm thinking his impression will be very positive. Perhaps he'll see you in that kind of kind, maternal, the things you'd think about that would make somebody maternal. Kindness, caring, that kind of a thing. So again, I'm not saying he sees you as a mom. But yeah, be careful about trauma bonding. Don't do that. Don't overshare. Some of those things are called pillow talk. They come out later over time. So yeah. Well, good luck, Amira. I will be anxious if you feel like sharing. I would love to hear about it. All right, DJ see it. Silver, I did not see it. My PayPal's goofy lately. So DJ Silver, hello, darling. Right. So I'm putting you on the list there. All right. Well, thank you for being so accommodating, DJ. I didn't see it come in. My PayPal's been lagging. So my moderators are super, super helpful for me. Yes. Okay. So the question I'm seeing here for Peach Love. All right. Let me copy it so I can put it out there and put it on this. Oops, I pushed the wrong thing. So that's no good. There we go. All right. So this is for Peach Love with 2 V's. There we go. 2 V's. All right. So let's see. Peach Love. Peach Love, I'm going to do DJ Silver's right after yours. And then we've got Crystal for 2 and we've got Julie for 2. So Peach Love, DJ, I'm going to get you right in there. I hope you're here listening, because I know sometimes when we have the list out, you kind of, can do your own thing and come back or whatever. So let's do this one for Peach Love. Hey, before we start, I got to show you guys something that's totally awesome. Now today is election day in the United States. Huge election this time. A lot of things riding on it. A lot of high emotions about it. This is my daughter, Caitlin. She is 25. I'm so proud of her. She's getting her master's degree right now. She is an assistant manager at her job. She's been promoted. She's on fire. This girl is the Queen of Wands. And she put this post up on Facebook. And I just wanted to share it with you. Take a look, read through it if you're interested. I don't want to, ram a bunch of politics down your throat. But if you're here in the U.S., please make sure and get out there and vote. Whoever you're voting for, your vote is important. That's your voice, my friend. All right. So, Caitlin, my love, I am so proud of you if you are listening. All right. So let's get back to some readings. If you'd like to, read that again, I did it kind of fast, but yeah, if you'd like to read that again and the replay, or ask me and I'll put it up, whatever. But I was very impressed with what she said. Very, very well spoken. My little genius. All right. Thank you so much, Peach Love. What are Jimmy's feelings toward me now? Will there be a conflict in the future between us? Ooh, well, let's use the deviant moon. And let's see. I don't know now. Are Jimmy and you ex-boyfriend and girlfriend? Are you hoping to get together? Is this a crush? You're welcome, Amira. Jane J, thanks so much. You're doing awesome. All right. All right, deviant moon. Looking at Jimmy. Jimmy, is there going to be a conflict? Where are we going with this? With Peach Love and Jimmy. All right, there's our energy for the question and our spread. Okay. Okay. So, what? Whoa, look at that energy, Peach Love. We got the Lovers. What? We couldn't ask for a better energy, right? These are really good feelings. The Lovers. This is a really strong card. This is kind of, indicating that this is a stronger theme. Meaning it's kind of, no matter what events are going on, what kind of problems you're having, that this Lovers, that means that strong love would be there still. I mean, no matter what's going on. So a silly argument about, having tacos for dinner or whatever, it's not going to break you, that kind of a thing. So more than I love you today, I love you right now, it's stronger. So that is the energy. So let's find out. Okay, so now again, I don't see you. Nope, I don't see anything. So I'm not sure if you guys are exes or what's going on. I assume you're exes because conflict kind of indicates you guys might have had an argument of some kind. Not sure, but what I can tell you is the lover energy is looking good. So if you're new, looking good. Let's magnetize that energy, right? If you are, broken up, of your exes of some kind, or just not, connecting, this is great energy, as I said. So either way, awesome energy. Even if you're not currently together, we have our magician, which means something new is starting. Something is coming. Our magician, look at him. He's got his finger in the cup even. Cups are love and emotion. The magician, he's the one who just gets it done. He's the one who plants the seeds. And, that's awesome. So we want love. So planting the seed for love. So I think things are going to be sparking for you a little bit here. The reason I also think you might be exes or connected in some way, even if you guys didn't get together, is we have the Three of Pentacles. And this is all about success based off of past work. So this again is telling me that perhaps, past work would mean either your friendship or your previous relationship or what. If this is a crush of some kind and you're not getting together that way, then it would be about the things you've done to make yourself a better person. Those kinds of, you're going to attract better people when you are putting out those vibes. It's like you're a radio tower. You're putting out those vibes, and then here we come. It's bringing the good stuff to you. So again, either scenario, I'm not sure which applies. No matter what applies, though, Queen of Swords, we need to get real. We need to be able to hold our ground. You asked, will there be conflict in the future? I'm going to do an endgame on it, but right now, the love is this really strong thing. I'm not seeing like Five of Wands or anything like that. So I'm not seeing this overwhelming conflict kind of thing, but I do see where, you might have to step in and be like, hey, or something, or draw the line at some point, or, get real, that kind of a thing. Does that make sense? Okay, so I think the feelings are good. Conflict, let's do an endgame and just see. I'm getting, if this were it and I wasn't going to do an endgame, I would say no, but let's just see what we've got on the bottom of the deck, okay? One more. We need to know, please, will there be conflict in the future with Jimmy and Peach Love? Ooh, look what I got. Five of Wands. That is telling me conflict. I would have been incorrect. That is why we need more cards sometimes. The Queen of Swords tells me there will be some conflict, but it will be you needing to say, what's up? You're going to need to stand your ground, that kind of a thing. You've got this love, though. So even with you fighting or arguing or, button heads, whatever that looks like, that's kind of an immature energy. So that seems like surface level crap. You know what I mean? Surface level crap. Doesn't matter. So is this just surface level crap? We need to know, is this overcomable? Is this a deal breaker? Go. No, in fact, it is not at all. It is the Page of Cups. I think I was correct on saying that it is not a major event. It is just these little, blips on the radar type stuff that aren't really deep. You've got the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups talks about love and new stuff starting and getting back to business. So after your arguments or whatever it is, you get back to business. You get back to that love. So, I do think, you might have some arguments in there. You might have some conflict, but I do think that the undertone would be positive and bringing you to the right next step. Next step. Yeah. Ooh, Peach Love. That was so weird pulling that Five of Wands. Oh my God, that was weird. All right. All righty. Thank you so much, Peach Love. All righty. DJ Silver, how are you? Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you out of order there. DJ Silver is next, and then we have Crystal for 2 and Julie for 2. I apologize. I got out of order with DJ. So have to do it in order if I can. Sometimes I make a mistake, but DJ, thank you so much. All right, how is finance looking in the near future? Oh, okay, so we need a finance reading. We're going to use the Mystic Dreamer Tarot, my newly trimmed, borderless Mystic Dreamer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, finance for DJ. DJ Silver's finance prospects. How is it looking in the near future? Are we going to see some money, money, money? Or do we need to watch out for something? Now, if we get the Four of Pentacles, that's going to tell me a lot. All right, let's find out with this awesome trimmed deck that did have super cool borders, but they were huge and they were very distracting. So I snipped them off. Snip. Okay. Ooh, they're tiny, huh? All right. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, woohoo! This is good, DJ. 10 of Pentacles energy. Awesome. Okay, Pentacles is the suit of money. Suit of money. That's what we want to see. The 10, I mean, is all about wealth and comfort. Wealth and comfort. Who doesn't want to be comfortable and wealthy? You know, it sucks because money, I feel like money shouldn't be, that important and all these other things. However, you need money for freedom, right? Even if you're not a materialistic type of person or whatever, you need money. If you can't pay your bills, if you can't pay your rent, you don't have that freedom to do what you want to do or do what you need to do. So, I used to be really angry at money. I'm like, money ruins everything. Money makes people upset. Money makes people fight. Money, 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 and then I had to kind of change my thinking about it. We got to always be using that law of attraction and thinking about how to bring money to us. I told you guys yesterday, let me get it. You got to check it out. Money and the law of attraction. Esther and Jerry Hicks. I received nothing from that. It is just my opinion, and I'm sharing my review. Okay, so let's find out what's going on. Our 10 of Pentacles energy is looking friggin' awesome. All right, so we have 8 of Pentacles. Now, again, remember, this is going to apply and affect all of the cards. Again, we have Pentacles, which is money, money, money. And this is the 8. So this is about staying really determined. This is about really focusing and paying attention to detail. Now, I'm not sure. I don't remember, so forgive me. I'm not sure if you're currently working or if you're not working. But either case, you need to keep your foot on the gas. Keep your foot on the gas, pay attention to the details, read things properly, make sure you're not missing things. This is not when you want to trip over your shoelace. Pay attention to the details. After that, we see why you're paying attention to the details and why we have 10 of Pentacles energy, because things are looking good. We got our 6 of Wands. This is about a celebration. This is about things going well, like victory. It's also about recognition. So if you are looking for a job, it looks like you're going to be getting some kind of callback soon. This is the near future, because unless I declare it something else in my mind when I shuffle, it is in the near future. So this is where that victory feels, really good. It's about recognition again. So that job, that call, you're going to be recognized. Yeah. And if you're currently working, that would mean this hard work that you've been doing is recognized, meaning you either are going to be recognized and you get the pat on the back, the yay, which is good because all those pats on the back add up and then till something solid. So it's either going to be something like on that end where you're just recognized and said, yes, you're doing a great job, or it could be all the way on the other side where you get a raise or promotion or whatever. Again, if you're looking though, that looks awesome. Now we've got our 7 of Wands, and this is about kind of standing your ground. I have a feeling that, you might have questions about, what's going on with work or my money, or fears, I should say, like, oh man, I don't have the money or for this or that, or you got to be thinking about those things. Be smart. You do need to think of those things. But what this is telling me, because we have 10 of Pentacles energy, what you're doing, you're doing the right thing. Keep your feet on the gas. Keep doing it. The Seven of Wands says, stand your ground. Keep doing what you're doing. So that tells me quite a bit. Your energy is freaking awesome. That is awesome. Wealth and comfort. So yeah, so keep working. Keep your foot on the gas and pay attention to the details. Don't let the fear of money, freak you out. If you have a fear of money, make a plan and change it. Make a plan and change it. Don't use that energy toward fear. Use that energy toward action. Woo! DJ, 10 of Pentacles. That's you, Moneybags. All right. We have Crystal up next. Crystal has donated for 2 questions. We are going to get to those first. And then I also see that Frankie has come into the list. Thank you, Frankie. I'm going to put together something that I can do like tiers or something, just a little bit of a different structure to give a little bit more of a firm idea of what's going on for you guys. I'm working on that. Who knows? But I'll get to that. Today is election day, like I said. So I am just kind of out of it. I voted early. Here's my sticker. I went last Thursday. I voted early. I got a sticker. Yeah. But to all of you here in the U.S., please go vote. All of you here in the United States, the polls are open till 7 here. Not sure what they are in your state, but I'm in Illinois. Make sure you go vote. All right, Crystal, thank you so much, my dear. Should I work in the children's hospital or volunteer for the next year? Ooh, okay, let's find out. Ooh, you know what we want to use? We haven't used this one in a few days. I don't know why. Today's journey. Today's journey. Whoa. Okay. All right. So we're looking at children's hospital or volunteering. Should Crystal work at the children's hospital or volunteer? All right. So we're going to do this a little different. We're going to do children's hospital and we're going to do volunteer. We're going to give each one a second card. And we'll pull some throwdown cards if we need to, if we need more. Okay. So, children's hospital. Oops, that's the Page of Swords and an upside down 7 of Earth, which is Pentacles. Okay, so this is our volunteer and this is the children's hospital. Okay, so let's find out what else we've got. All right, so, okay, so the volunteer situation and the children's hospital. For the children's hospital, let's look at that one first. We have the Child of Air, which is the Page of Swords. And this is all about somebody who really learns quickly. This is somebody who has a real kind of thirst for knowledge and wants to learn more, wants to do more, and learns very quickly. After that, we have our 7 of Water, which is our 7 of Cups. This here is, this is talking about choices. This is about choices and not wanting to make the wrong choice. Clearly, that's what you're doing right now, because otherwise you wouldn't ask the question, right? You're trying to decide. You're afraid of making the wrong choice. I think that, I'm going to go out on a limb, and this is just coming from me and what I'm thinking and my intuition and all that good stuff. What I'm thinking this is saying is that you would choose the children's hospital, but you're afraid that's not the right choice, and that's what's stopping you. Here on the other side, we have for our volunteer, we have our 7 of Earth, that's Pentacles, that's money, that's work, that's all of those things. This is all kind of about feeling like something has been left behind. That you're just not, look at her, she's waiting at the mailbox, nobody's coming, like maybe she wrote a letter to her friend or whatever, and they're not writing back or whatever. Interesting though, it is paired with Union, which is the Lovers. So what this is telling me is, while you might have great satisfaction, whatever those volunteer opportunities are and whatever role you might be playing, while it might be super satisfying for you, The money is obviously not there. If you're volunteering, you don't get paid typically for volunteer. But you're also potentially locking yourself up and not receiving other job offers or opportunities or, things like that. So it looks like you'd be very happy volunteering. We'll pull a throwdown endgame card for both. So it looks like you'd be happy, but you wouldn't potentially be missing out on some things. Again, I told you what I think about this. I think that the job situation would be quick for you to fit in. You'd be learning lots of interesting things, but because you're worried, it's really kind of blocking that off from you right now. So let's see what else we can get. We're going to do a throwdown. If I can see where I put it. Here it is. Nope. Yep, that's it. All right. So we need something more on the Children's Hospital about Crystal. Should Crystal work at the Children's Hospital? Please give me a yes or a no. 8 of Earth, working hard, paying attention to detail. Woo! Okay, so now, yes or a no, should Crystal volunteer for the first year? Volunteer first for the year. Fortitude is number 8. That is justice. That is about being fair. That's about making a decision. We need another one. That's sounding like it's more this, but I see you waiting on jobs. So that's saying yes for this. So let's see. One more time, please. Is the volunteer situation look like a good choice for Crystal, please? Mother of Water. Yeah. So good thing we pulled a couple more. See why the throwdowns are so important. It's telling me that, you know what, this would be a good situation. You are going to be potentially waiting to hear if you're going to get a job. I don't know if the volunteer work would be at the Children's Hospital and that's where you want to get that job. It might take a little longer than you're expecting, or you might not be getting that offer right away. But this is telling me that, you need to have strength through that. And this Lovers is telling me it's a good union. So wherever you're donating your time, volunteering, if it is the Children's Hospital, I do think that ultimately would turn out into a job offer, but I do think you'd have to wait a little bit longer than you expect. And I get that from our 7 of Earth here. Here's the Mother of Water, Mother of Cups. She's great, but she's sometimes like droopy drawers, like, oh man, I'm crying, I'm sad about something. Here's our Lovers, and here's the Strength. So that is why I am choosing this side, the volunteer. The volunteer. I think, you do fine if you worked in the Children's Hospital. But I think with the volunteer situation, and I can say this just from my volunteer work, and I've gotten offered a job from my volunteer work. It was definitely a huge boom for me because I got to know everybody and things like that. The only thing that you need to watch out for is by being a volunteer, you're more like a friend. You're more helping out. And then if you have to switch into a position of authority, once you get the job, they aren't going to take you seriously. So you got to be careful with that. But yeah, good. Well, I hope that helped. Will me and Christopher be in a serious relationship next year? Okay. So thank you for your second donation. And let's find out if you're going to be in a serious relationship with Christopher next year. We're going to use the Zombie Tarot because it's awesome. And that's the only reason. And we're going to find out. All right. Christopher, are you going to be in a serious relationship with Crystal? What is the energy looking like around Crystal and Christopher? Well, first of all, I like your 2 names together, Crystal and Christopher. That matches nicely. That's like Mike and Michelle, or, I don't know. All right. So, relationship next year. Let's see what we got. We've got the 4 of Hazards. This is the 4 of Pentacles. This is about holding things tight. This is about keeping them in. Look at this guy. He doesn't even want to hear stuff, and because he's got these kids in there, he doesn't want the zombies to hear it or whatever he's doing. But yeah, so he's holding it in. I don't want to hear it. And what a jerk. He's not going to go get the kids. Wow. I'm glad I'm not in the zombie apocalypse with that guy. All right. So, Christopher, serious relationship next year. All right. Well, this is November, so next year is actually only 2 months away. We have this energy, I mean, of holding it tight. We also have our Four of Cups saying, like, you know what? I am not looking for more right now. I'm holding it tight. I am holding it in. I'm holding in my time, my energy, my emotions, I'm holding it in. And right now, I don't want any more. However, let's see this. Guess what's coming next? The Ace of Wands. It's running right over there saying, oh yeah, you don't want to do it now? Well, pa-cha, and it knocks it out of the way. This is a new opportunity to grow. That's exactly what a relationship is about. Growth, right? You got to grow. Because it is next to our King of Pentacles, this is telling me this is looking really, really good. Our King of Pentacles is well, first of all, he has money. He's hazards. He's Pentacles. He is a successful person. He's got success in there. So success, how that applies to a serious relationship. If you get together, that would be success, right? So that makes sense. But it's also looking really good because King of Hazards is also somebody who's a great promoter, says, you know what? Yes, Crystal Combs, she's great. She's great. Yay, Crystal. Yay, Crystal. Promoting somebody like that. Now, obviously, I don't expect that Christopher will put on, a show doing cheerleading and stuff like that for you. However, he is thinking, this is a good thing. So this is looking awesome. Let's do a one more yes or a no. We got to do a throwdown because it's looking really good. Okay, so we need a yes or a no, please. Will Crystal and Christopher be in a serious relationship next year? Yes or a no? Go. Six of Swords. All right, the Six of Swords. This is about the beginning of a new voyage. It's about going to brighter shores, a brighter shore. Now, I'm not suggesting that you or Christopher is not in a good shore or that it's awful, but going to a brighter shore. Think of that symbolism, guys. What does that mean? Going somewhere off and leaving together, starting something new. That sounds like a serious relationship to me. So I think right now, holding it tight, you're not ready to kind of let that go right now. So Christopher is a pokey McPoke. He is pokey. He is not making a move quickly, but this is my, next year is what I asked, and this is the new opportunity. Here's the promoting, and here's our yes or a no. So it looks like yes, but it might go a little slower than you expected. Yeah. Woo! That is a good one. All right, Crystal, thank you for your donation. All righty, Julie. We have 2 donations for Julie, and then we've got Frankie up next. Let's see. And I do see, okay, thank you so much, Jane J. We've got Rose D. Jane J is faster than my PayPal, which, so thank goodness for Jane, right? Keeping it organized. We've got Julie up next. Thank you, Julie. Julie, I have not been back to my email since I responded to you, so I will check that and see if you responded, but I just wanted to let you know. I will respond, but I just haven't had a chance yet since my initial email. Okay, so let's find out. What does Julie need to know? Should I stay at my current company or should I leave for this contract to hire position if I get an offer? I love my job, but do not want to miss out on an opportunity. Oh, I totally get it. Totally get it. Okay, so what would be a good one? Let's use the Arcanum Tarot. Beautiful deck, but very shiny. Very shiny, so the light doesn't always agree with this deck. But let's see what we've got. All right, so current job or leave for this contract to hire position. All right, contract to hire. All right. stay at my current company or leave for the current contract to hire. We're going to do this the regular way because I want to get an idea as opposed to doing 2 columns. I want to see what we've got. We might need to do a couple throwdowns, but that's okay. That's okay. So our energy, we've got a 10 of swords. Okay. So, okay. 10 of swords is about kind of finalizing a project, kind of like you don't want to repeat past mistakes, and you're kind of finalizing something, again, a project, which is interesting because, obviously, working as a contract to hire position, you're working on projects, so it's nice to hear though that this contract to hire position does, it is to hire. So, it's not just a contract. So current company or not. Let's see what this says and see where to go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. We've got 2 of Pentacles. That's all about juggling 2 things. Money. Money, money, money. Work, work, work. That's what Pentacles are. Pentacles are about work and money and time. So 2 of Pentacles shows me that clearly you're trying to balance this idea. That's not a surprise because clearly that's what your question is asking. So that is just, that is just picking up on the energy that's going on about that. Again, our 10 of Swords, which is the spreads energy, it's talking about, not repeating past mistakes. So now if you left another job or a position to take a contract to hire and you thought you were going to get hired and you didn't, well, then that might be something it's trying to tell you. However, I don't know that. I'm not literally seeing that. So I'm also thinking that this could mean, finalizing a project. I know your current company is not necessarily a project. I mean, you work there. But if you think about it in the general sense of a project, in kind of that general way, finishing up what you're doing. Here we've got our 6 of Pentacles, and this is all about helping people and having people help you. So it's all about sharing and giving. Now, I'm not sure what kind of line of work you're in. If you can say, okay, at my current company, I do a lot of that, or at this new contract to hire position, I would be doing a lot of that. This is popping up. So if one of those is about a helping situation, that's looking like, it's leaning in that direction. We have our 6 of Swords right here. This is about moving on. This is about moving to a brighter shore. Remember, I was just talking about that one. If you were listening to that last reading, I did just talk about it because this is a different deck, different card, but all of them, notice, are going over here to the sun. Now, I'm not suggesting your current job is here, not in the sun or in the clouds, because you like your job. But this is saying that it might be a brighter shore at the contract to hire position. You're definitely juggling the helping. I'm not quite sure what the helping is about. Do you know somebody at this other place? Could be. You're helping a lot of people at your current job, you're saying. All right, well, then this one, let's clarify. Let's clarify. Our energy is saying like the finalization of a project. So maybe that could be referring to even though you haven't started the other project, maybe it's about that, but we need to do a couple more just to get an idea. Move over, crystal ball. There you go. All right. So what is this about? Moving to where? Are we moving to the contract to hire position? What are we doing? Queen of Cups. Okay. All right. I think I know what that means. But before I say, let's go ahead and see what's the helping. What does our helping mean? Please give us some more on the helper. Stand in your ground. Stand in your ground. You're helping people at your current job. Stand your ground. Help them. Okay. So what's this energy? What is the finalizing of a project part? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Okay. That is anxiety. Look, it's the 9 and the 10. The 9 and the 10. This is about kind of feeling, it's about anxiety and things like that, but it's also about having patience, things like that. So let's put it together, and I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. I think what the cards are saying is that you should stay at your current position or current company. This is picking up on your energy. That's you trying to decide, which makes total sense. Here, the helping people component. I think that, you were saying that you help a lot of people at your current job. And then this is saying, stay on your ground, stay where you're helping people. And then here, leaving to a brighter shore, which could be what you're thinking is the new opportunity, not wanting to miss that opportunity. Our Queen of Cups says you won't necessarily be, making a terrible decision, but I think you're going to be upset about it. It's going to cause you an emotional response. Our Queen of Cups is super emotional, and she doesn't like to be criticized. She's just, she loves everybody. She wants to help everyone, but she doesn't like, she gets very upset easily. So I'm thinking, my dear, this is looking like you should probably stay where you are. Stay where you are. It looks like, while it wouldn't be awful to go to this other one, I do see some tears and emotion coming. And this is saying stay put. That says stay put where you're helping. And because you let me know where that is, the helping, that's how I know it's the current job. Yeah, and this is just you. That's you. Oh, Julie. I hope that helped. Use your best judgment, obviously. You are smarter than anything, any tarot cards or advice I can give you. You know what's up. You know where you're paying attention. You know what to do. So always use your best judgment. But, this is really nice because it shows you kind of what the energy's looking like for the moment. Energy's always changing. Energy's always swirling. I'm going to put up my super cool demonstration. Energy's moving. The tarot cards give us a snapshot of the energy at the moment. If nothing else changes, this is the probable outcome. Everybody has free will. You do, I do, the person you're talking about does, that guy over there, this girl over here, we all do. So when our energy, it's like a ripple effect, though, we kind of bump the energy around, so keep in mind, if you're not liking what you're hearing, that's your opportunity to change things. That's how I look at it. Tarot is a tool. All right. And you heard the company's culture was not good, but they offer more money. Well, you know what? Sometimes the trade-off isn't worth the money. You know what I mean? I took a job. Oh, my God. I left my job because I got an offer. A recruiter came and got me off LinkedIn and snagged me away. I didn't even like that kind of work. I didn't have any real experience in it. And the fact, though, that it was $15,000 more a year, I'm like, sure. And I took it. I had that job for 10 months and hated every minute of it. So, yeah, the money was not worth it. All right. And you have another donation for me, Julie. I saw that. Thank you. Thank you. And, here it is. I found it. All right. I told Mike last night that I think he's a great person and I feel lucky to get to know him. Did I come on too strong and scare him? I wasn't sure how he felt about it. All right. Let's find out. I think that sounds really good. But, of course, I am not Mike. So let's see what the cards think. Let me put this down here. You currently work at an agency. Are you working at an employment agency? I was a recruiter I had my own recruiting company. I was I did IT specifically. So I was an IT recruiter. I worked with, some pretty high dollar salaries and stuff like that. I worked for somebody, and then I opened my own company, and then the recession hit, and I closed my own company. So that was in 2008, something like in there. But yeah, are you kidding me, Julie? It's a job agency. No friggin' way. I did that. I did it. I don't know exactly what you're doing, but if you have a headset on your head, then you are living my life. Okay, let me focus here. How did Mike feel about Julie saying that he's a great person? You're lucky to get to know him. I think that sounds fantastic to say. What does Mike think? Did Mike think that was too strong? You work for Tech Systems right now. You're an IT recruiter. Holy crap, Julie. Oh my God. I worked, I'm sure never heard of it, and they're closed now. That recession in 2008 killed a lot of that, or at least in my circle here. I'm in Illinois, and I worked for a company called Austinville, and then I opened my own, and it was called Autumn Staffing, and I did really well at this Austinville, but then they closed because well, who cares? They did. And then I opened my own, and I had that for a while, and then the recession just tanked it. Well, oh my gosh, Julie. Well, we'll have to talk shop one day. Good luck. I can't even believe that. All right, Mike, what do you think? Were you upset about that? Did it come on too strong? Oh, no. This is great. I don't think it was at all. This is our Queen of Pentacles energy. This is awesome energies for this particular question. This is somebody who, it doesn't get scared off about things. This is about somebody who has job security, someone who's very calm. This is somebody who's like usually looking at her pentacle, like, yes, I'm all good. Everything's good. So that looks awesome. We have to see what these are, but yeah, this is looking pretty good for the energy right now. Did you scare him off? Absolutely, you did not. You did not. In fact, I think he wants to learn more. He wants more. So this is not scared. This is not scared, meaning this is our scared, or no, my goodness. This is our card about not being scared. There we go. I said it. Not afraid, not afraid, not afraid. And then here's our star. The star is always about hope, being hopeful about things. But the really great thing that I love to talk about with the star, it's about recognition. It's about, like, again, if it were a military uniform, someone coming and pinning that star to your chest, that is saying in a very positive way that things are good. You're being recognized. Now here we've got the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is awesome. It's walking on, having things, these cups, love and emotion, like, okay, I got this. I can't wait for more. I'm going to go on this little adventure down this little stream and toward the moon because I'm going to find some more cups. So that is somebody saying, I want to continue on the journey, on the trail. Oh my gosh. And then we round it off with the Three of Wands. This is an awesome reading. Okay. The Three of Wands is all about figuring out where you want to take it from here. That's exactly the way to say it. See where you want to take it from here. So we have our calm, unafraid energy that's just kind of, taking it in, happy, really even-keeled type of person. We have the recognition for you, recognized as in a positive way. We have let's go find more cups. I love my 8 cups. I want to find more cups, so I'm going to walk down this path. And then we have the let's figure out where it's going next. Now in this deck, it's Edgar Allan Poe, so they use a lot of his stories, obviously, for imagery. So in this card, it looks kind of like, oh, geez, the ship's going to go in that little whatever, and I don't want, that doesn't look good. Well, that's just because it's Edgar Allan Poe. The card itself, being the Three of Wands, is all about looking out there, trying to start your new adventure, like looking out with hope. You've made a decision, like, let's go. Oh, Julie, that looks really good. That looks really good, Julie. Wow, you've got it going on. You got a good job. You've got somebody new that you're interested in. It looks like it's going well. That's awesome. Very awesome. I don't think you scared him off at all. So no, didn't see anything about that at all. Not even a glimmer. All right. Well, thank you so much, honey. And I will respond to your email just a little later today. Yes. Frankie, you're next, honey. We got Frankie, and then we've got Rose D. Let me see what's going on. We probably have some others. I got to check my PayPal, and I got to look and see if Jane J was able to keep on it. So Giselle, Destiny, how are you? Ayat, nice to see you. Giselle, you can go ahead and, oh, that's the name of your ex. Oh, no way. We're all connected here. All right. So I am seeing, all right, Rose D, got that. All right. So I think we're all caught up. What we've got next, we've got Frankie, and then we have Rose D. And beautiful Aries. Okay, I'm sorry. I almost passed that one up when I was looking. My PayPal's lagging. So beautiful Aries for 2. Let me see where I am on the rest of my chat. And oh, you're very welcome, Julie. All right, so let me get back to PayPal. I'm sorry, I have to look because my system before worked really well, but now that it's lagging, it's not working so great. Give me a second. It's spinning, spinning, spinning. While I'm waiting for it to load, let's put out my super cool. Wait a minute. Got to get rid of that so it's out of the way. There we go. I want to show you again. If you guys have time, you can look at it later. I'm not going to read it now because it's kind of long. I try not to bring up politics, but if you live in the U.S., today is election day. And this is where we are, going to make a choice. We're going to make a difference. No matter who you're voting for, your vote matters. So get out there and vote. The polls are open until 7 p.m. here in Illinois. Not sure where you are, but if you're out in the U.S., go vote. Who's this in the picture? That's my daughter. That's my daughter, Caitlin. She is 25. She is in grad school studying industrial organizational psychology. She is on fire. She is the Queen of Wands, guys. I always tell you, we want to be the Queen of Wands. My daughter's the Queen of Wands. So make sure you guys get out and vote before 7 o'clock tonight. All right, enough of that. I gotta do my public service announcement. I also want to show off my daughter. All right. So let's get back to the bottom. Is this working now? Why is there a piece of hair? See, it won't even let me log in over here. Damn it. This stupid thing. All right. Well, it's not letting me. So please, if you donate, please write donated in the chat. I think you guys have already been pretty good about that. But my PayPal's hung up there for some reason. All right. So let me just double check. Julie, got your question already. Rose, Crystal, Frankie. All right, so let's do Frankie's question next. I think I'm all good. Frankie, what is your question, my dear? I'm going to look for it, and if you don't think you've written it, then you can go ahead and type it again for me. Got it. Yes. Frankie, how are you? Thank you so much for your donation. Can I get a general love reading, please? Absolutely. Will my love life get better? And does anyone have their eye on me? Ooh, okay. Let's find out. Modern spellcaster is going to help us. A modern spellcaster, yes. All right, we need to know about Frankie's love life. Is it going to be improving? And who's looking at Frankie? Who's got their eye on Frankie? Okay. So let's see what we've got. Here is our energy. And here is our spread. Whoa, almost dropped it. All right. Stay. Okay. So we got the energy. We got the Four of Swords. Okay. This is about taking a moment to kind of reflect and potentially kind of refocus your efforts. It can also be about looking in a different place, So let's find out how it applies. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change my banner. I just realized I forgot to do this. Guys, we are, the free list is now closed. We are just doing donations at this point. You are welcome to donate if you'd like, but if that's not something you're interested in, I am here every day at 12 o'clock. And I will be, you can also check out my, my playlist for Pick a Card. I have a lot of different questions that might apply to you, and you can get a reading right now. Jane has been posting my link for me. That's the PayPal link, but it's also in my description if you're interested. All right. So, Frankie, we've got some good energy for new refocusing of things. So let's find out what we've got. All right. Yes. Yes. All right. Some new stuff is coming, but you need to change your direction. Change your direction a little bit. Now, I don't know if you are in the process of doing like online dating, or if you're doing anything like that. Whatever method you might be using, you might want to try something different, or you might want to try what you change up your profile, or change where you're looking, or, you know, you got to remain open. I can't tell you guys enough how much I want you to read this book. Ask and it is given. Learning to manifest your desires. I've read it like 10 times. You need to read it too. But it's all about making things happen and change our thinking. A lot of times, whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, or you care to or not, it doesn't matter. You know this is to be true. Your thoughts affect your daily experience. If you walk around with a big frown on your face all day, your whole day is going to suck, right? If you're walking around smiling and happy, it doesn't mean sucky things don't happen or you got to be in denial, but you're more likely to have a better day, right? Well, it's the same thing. So you need to be able to make sure that you are not turning into the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is about, you know, staying up and being upset and being like, oh no, what do I do? And this is telling me, refocus, calm down. It's fine. You're doing great. Refocus. Now here we have our Eight of Pentacles. This is telling me, you know, being our eights are always about accomplishments. That is always about making decisions and doing well. It's kind of like about mastering a craft kind of thing. So with some extra, you know, refocusing, and that just might mean change your thinking. You might be like, I don't online date. I don't know what you're talking about. It might be, you know, you got to change where you're looking, change your ideas, or I mean, your objectives, like what you're looking for or what your boundaries are. You know, don't sacrifice your boundaries, but sometimes we got to take a look and see, are we being rigid or are we being open? You got to be open, right? So our Eight of Pentacles is saying, paying attention, you know, be looking around. This is all about personal satisfaction through a job well done. This is about not giving up before it's too late. This is saying to me that you are, you know, you can't be poo-pooing it, Nine of Swords, like, oh, I don't ever have anything. And then you give up before it's too late, right? And it was just going to happen. So you need to be able to refocus your objectives. You also need to be able to be patient. And the Empress is telling me that your love life is going to bloom. It is going to blossom. It will grow. We have the Empress. The Empress is about success. And the Empress is about growing and nurturing something. And nurturing a new relationship. That's what it sounds like to me, right? So this looks really good. We got to do a couple throwdowns, I think. But it's very clear with these three, actually, that, you know, taking a moment to kind of refocus your direction and having patience is very, very, very important. So let's get some throwdown cards for you. All right. So, okay. So we know what we need to do. These are the advice things. And we have the opportunity to grow one. But is there actually somebody looking right now at Frankie? Is somebody looking at Frankie right now? Go. Four of Cups. Okay. It's yes. Yes, it is. First of all, Cups is the suit of love and emotion. And what this is saying to me is this is probably somebody that you're not even looking at right now. The Four of Cups. Look at this dude. He's got 3 cups right there. He's like, yup, I got my cups. He doesn't want to turn around because, I don't know, he doesn't feel like it. He's lazy. He doesn't know he should. You know, who knows? But he's got another cup back there. If he would just turn around, he would see it, right? This is, even though I'm saying he because that guy's a guy. This is gender neutral, though. I think this is applying to you. there is somebody you are not seeing. So if you know what, paying attention to the details, having patience, looking around, there's somebody in your orbit that you are not considering. Is this right, Tara? We need to know, is this somebody that Frankie has in her life but not seeing? Seven of Pentacles, yes. The Seven of Pentacles. This is about, kind of having patience with things and watching things grow. Do you have somebody who you're friends with that is just in the friend zone that, you're doing stuff with? That's the impression that I get right off the bat is friend zone. Someone in the friend zone. And let's find out. Is this person in the friend zone? Go. 9 of Wands. That is success. Oh my goodness. Okay, Frankie. This is somebody who you feel is a friend. This is somebody who, and it might be, and if you're kind of thinking like, well, I don't have any friends. I hope you do. But if you don't, then this is somebody you're going to be meeting who is initially just a friend. But this is somebody you're not seeing because you think they're a friend. I asked specifically, is this a friend? And the cards gave me 9 of Wands. So 9 of Wands is literally, if I had to write one thing on there, it would be about don't give up. Don't wait. Stand your ground. Be patient and wait. You got to grow that. You got to grow that friendship into a relationship. That's why we've got the Empress. So I think things are changing. I think the advice for you is to kind of refocus. And if that just means changing your thinking or reevaluating what you're looking for, perhaps that's all it is. If it's online dating, stuff like that, change your profile, go to another site, do something like that. And a relationship is possible to grow. And this is probably somebody you're not seeing and somebody who might be in the friend zone. Yeah, Frankie. Oh, I hope that made sense. You might know exactly who I'm talking about, huh? Not sure, but you might. All right. So we've got some new people here. Giselle, how are you? Braylon, Tanya, good to see you. Blah, hello, Blah. All right, we've got a couple more donation. We've got Giselle. And we have Ecto 1GB. Thank you so much for your donations. And I am having an issue with my PayPal. It's lagging or I don't even know what. It won't even let me log in. So how do you like that? So I am appreciative of Jane J helping me stay organized. But also you guys are great. Please write that you donated so that I know, and I will, obviously, I'll tell you the list where we are, and when we get closer to you, you will obviously type your question. Yeah. So, what? Oh, Frankie, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. All right, we've got Rose D up next, and then we have beautiful Aries for 2. Then we have Giselle, and we have Ecto 1GB. So, let me cross that out. We did Frankie. All right. So let me find Rose's question. All right. Rose, Rose, Rose. What a beautiful name. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there we go. Got it. Hello. I'm sorry. You don't need to be sorry. It's awesome. That's awesome. One more question. Can you tell me who's been watching my social media? Okay, we got somebody taking a peek at things. Let's use the Wizard's Tarot. The Wizard's Tarot feels a little bit like magic, right? All right. All right, social media. Who's been watching Rose D's social media? Who is watching Rose D's social media? All right, now remember, I'm not going to be able to get like, oh yeah, that's Johnny, or oh yeah, that's Sally. I won't be able to get that, but I will be able to tell you maybe about what this person's personality is like. Okay, and we might be able to get some more too, but definitely personality or where you know them from. And we'll see what else, right? Okay. So our energy is 9 of Swords. Okay. So somebody that is apparently really wanting to connect with you. Somebody that is feeling upset that they are not part of what is going on. I don't, yeah. I mean, somebody who is feeling kind of left out maybe, or somebody that is just feeling upset that they're not a part of it. Somebody who is watching. This is typically a card where you say kind of like being kept up late at night, being upset, that kind of a feel. So that's our energy. So somebody I think who is upset. Oh boy. Rose D. Yeah, you are totally being looked at. You are totally being looked at. We've got our sword, or our star. The star card is all about recognition. Recognition of Rose D. I like you, Rose D. I am impressed by you, Rose D. I am intrigued by you. I want to read what you have to say, or see your pictures or whatever. Recognized. You're being recognized. Well, the reason I got so goofy, geeky, laughing and smiling is because we got the Two of Cups. We got the Two of Cups. This is somebody who wants to be with you, somebody who's interested in you romantically. They are interested in you romantically. They recognize you. They are looking at you. And by not being with you, they are upset. It is upsetting. This person, let's get our personality here. We've got the Emperor. This is a person who is a leader. So somebody who has great self-esteem, somebody who people kind of follow, friends, this person's got friends, people, well, he's a leader. The Emperor is also somebody who puts order back in place. If there's things going wrong, the Emperor's the one to fix it. If there's somebody you need advice from to see what to do next, the Emperor's the one you go to. So, so this is the type of personality this is. And again, as strong as that is, as far as the personality is concerned, he or she is feeling upset that they are not part of things because there are romantic feelings for you. Ooh, Rose, do you know who this is? You might have a feel for it. Pretty solid person. Somebody who, doesn't let drama get in the way, feel like, look, he's wearing armor. He doesn't want drama, right? He's got his staff or whatever that is. And he's going, get away from me with your drama, So it looks like a really good, I don't know. Maybe you know who that is. Not sure. Well, Rose D, somebody, look at that. Somebody, well, first, let's put this here. Recognizing you because attracted to you. What? That looks good, Rose. You might know who this is, huh? I don't know. All right. Well, thank you so much for your donation, honey. Beautiful, Aries. You are up next, my friend. Hello, ADL. Welcome. The Warrior. How are you? You snuck in there too. I didn't see you. Yes, ADL, right now we are working on donations only at this point. If you'd like to make a donation, my moderators post the link frequently. So, scroll around, you'll see it. Or look over here in my description, in the show description, and I have my link in there as well. Yeah, so awesome. Oh, good. Beautiful Aries has her question up. Thank you. Thank you. Am I spoiling my boyfriend? I don't just shower him with gifts or give him money, a big no-no, but I wonder if I'm spoiling him. Okay, so you're not like materialistically showering him with gifts and money, but you're feeling like if he's getting spoiled, getting complacent, maybe taking a route on the relationship that you're not looking forward to, right? All right, so we're going to use the Everyday Witch because it's awesome, and we're going to find out. All right, so is beautiful Aries spoiling her boyfriend? I wonder what's going on with the boyfriend. Is this a spoiling situation? Is this making somebody feel spoiled, taking a bad turn. Okay. All right. So there is our energy. This is our spread. We're going to see about Mr. Spoily. Maybe he won't be. We'll see. We're going to see. All right. Beautiful Aries has 2 donations. And then after that, we have Giselle and Ecto 1GB. If anybody else has donated, please write donated on the chat. My PayPal is being weird and it won't let me log in. But that way I'll know that you have come and that you have donated, and I will add you to my list. Aquileo, hello, how are you? And you've donated as well. Thank you so much, honey. I'm so glad to see you. All right. So beautiful Aries said, you've noticed he likes to be babied a little bit. So he's enjoying this. Okay, well, hey, man. All right, we've got our 8 of Wands. Wow, look at her. She's just moving things around. Our 8 of Wands is all about kind of brace for change. There is something moving fast. Something's coming in. So something's coming in. Let's see how it applies. So the question again is the spoiling. Ooh. Yeah, honey. I think you are. We got the devil card. Look at this. Spoiling. Hey, kids, you want my money? You want my ice cream? You want my cats? I mean, literally, this is what this card means. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful Aries. You know what? I see that you wrote, it's not an annoying way to, and no. But you're right to ask the questions, because sometimes we set a standard, like in the beginning or for right now. It's fun. It's cute. I want to do it. You're enjoying it. I love it. But then, like you said, though, if it's too much, then, later that's expected. It's not just a nice thing. Later it becomes expected. You know what I'm saying? So here is, changing events. Things are moving quickly. It seems like you've got some changes coming. Or in the energy for the spread, I should say. But the last card, I mean, I had to go right to that. That's about being spoiled. So things are coming and moving fast. What's moving? We've got the Fool. The Fool is all about new opportunities. This is all about kind of moving forward. It's also saying, don't make hasty choices. Here with our 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles is also saying pay attention to the details. So, don't give up on things before you've checked all the boxes, crossed all the T's, dotted the I's, that kind of a thing. So things are moving, things are changing. We got Mr., spoiled over here, but things are moving. I think that this to me is saying that the relationship is going well, and that yes, in order to avoid setting that bar too high for what you're going to do in terms of spoiling. Again, not that it's a problem now, even. It might even be fun and cute right now. But imagine that in a year, in 5 years. You're going to be resentful. You're going to be annoyed, all that kind of a thing. So what this is saying is make a change. Doesn't mean you can't do nice things. It just means pull it back or balance it out so that it's not creating the monster. You know what I mean? So, because it will be creating the monster, but this isn't going to be a problem. I mean, if you just tone it back a bit, it's still very positive. So this is, nothing looks bad. Nothing looks bad. But that is amazing that I got the devil card. Amazing. You bought a matching sweatshirt today, and I was like, I might need to stop at this point. But isn't it fun? It is fun, though, and that's super cute. I had my husband and I forget where we went. Oh, I know. We went out to have a couple drinks one night, and we had T-shirts of the bar that we went to, and we weren't even we wore the shirts, and we accidentally also wore the same shirt the next time we came. And so therefore everybody makes fun of us saying that we're twins. But anyway, it only happened twice, but it was funny. All right, beautiful Aries. So let's get your next question. Let's see. You donated for 2. Yes. And then we have Giselle, Ecto 1, GB, and Aqua Leo. So let's find beautiful Aries' second question. Yeah, PayPal won't even let me in. I'm trying to get in right now. Oh, nope. It's not letting me. That's all right. We're okay. We're good. All right. All right. So, beautiful Aries, type your second question there. And I will, unless I missed it. Did I miss it? I don't think so. Nope. All right. All right. So, beautiful Aries, go ahead and type your second question for me. And, oh, you might have just done it. You just posted. There you go. Magic. It's magic. All right. Beautiful Aries. What advice does Spirit have for me and my boyfriend's relationship? I'm being patient and I've noticed his financial situation. Okay. So that to me indicates you're not too happy about the financial situation, huh? Maybe. All right. Well, we're going to use the what? We're going to use the deviant. No, we're not. We're going to use the Crow Tarot. That's what we're going to use. Crow Tarot will tell us what we need to know. Okay. What advice do you have for beautiful Aries in regarding her relationship? Okay. That was a weird shuffle. Okay. Weird. All right. So, advice for Spirit, from Spirit. There is our energy, and this is our spread. We're looking for advice for the relationship. Okay. So, what advice are we getting here? Okay. So, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups energy. This is 7 of Cups is all about, having options. It's about making choices and being afraid to choose the wrong thing, but also, knowing that you got to make a choice kind of thing. Now, the way I phrase that, I don't mean it to sound like make a choice about being with your boyfriend. That's not what it means at all. So don't take it that way. We'll see how it pulls in here to the rest of our cards before we decide. Okay. Well, honey, how are you feeling about this guy? How are you feeling about this guy? Are you thinking like long-term marriage? This is the one? I want to know. I need to know. I need to know. And you know why I need to know? Because we've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant says we're getting married. We're getting married. That is about getting married. So, in the future, maybe this is about kind of like not being able to see things. This is about not knowing about the choices, that kind of a thing. Afraid to make the wrong choice. This is this is a marriage right there. Tradition, ritual, that kind of a thing. This is a burden, though. This has a lot that you need to carry to make this happen. Now, this might indicate, there's a lot of things to plan and all that kind of stuff, obviously. But this also can be like logistics, like where are we going to live? It could also be about family, how, family's not on board or whatever. So, or friends even, but, it's a burden, but this is about being in command of that burden. So while it's a burden, like our little crow here is carrying all those ones, that looks like a lot, but look at, he's doing it. He's in charge. He's doing it. So you might, this also could be the relationship is a little bit burdensome, meaning there's a lot to deal with, but doesn't mean bad. It doesn't mean bad, like, oh, I deal with all that crap. No, it just means I had a lot of stuff to do. Like if you're making Thanksgiving dinner, here in the U.S., we have Thanksgiving, which I think should be called Indigenous Peoples Day. But anyway, if you have that and you're making turkey and then you got to make mashed potatoes and you got to make this and you got to make this and you got to make that, you know, while it's a lot of work, you want it to be done. You're making a dinner. You got a, 8-course meal out here. So again, that kind of a thing. Like, yeah, it's a lot, but I'm getting somewhere. You know what I mean? So let's see. I feel like he's the one, but my mom is upset about it. I know he's the one. Well, honey, I'm telling you right now, the tarot thinks so too. The tarot thinks so too. This is about confusion because your mom is trying to confuse you. That can also be burdensome. I mean, I don't mean to say it like your mom's trying to confuse you. She's not on purpose. Your mom cares about you. I mean, I don't know if you're a mother, but if any of us that are mothers, we can say, you never know how much you can love somebody until you have a child. Because even if you think you love somebody more than you can love anybody else, wait till you have a kid. But anyway, your mom loves you, but you are confused. You're getting confused, and that is the energy that is overseeing this entire spread. So that's why that is strong. Here is the marriage. Here is the burdensomeness, but the ability to make it happen. And then here's our Knight of Wands. You know what our Knight of Wands says? Our Knight of Wands says, go get it. This says an important change is coming. This is all about having energy, very passionate. The only thing that I would have liked to have seen better would have been for this love kind of situation with a marriage would have been the Knight of Cups, because of course you guys know that's the ooh la la card. That would have made me go, oh my God, I would have fallen out of my chair. But this is still really good. Go get it, it's saying. Go get it. So I'm thinking that marriage is on the horizon. This might be the burdensome nature of mom having to work through that, but you got to work through it because you need all this confusion to go away. You got to get that confusion out of there. That confusion's a burden too, right? It is. So there you go, beautiful Aries. Awesome. That is great. And that burden is natural. It's not a horrible thing. You're not a mother yet, but you hope to have a child. Yep. So you know what I did when I had my daughter? I knew my mom loved me. Of course I did. But when I had my daughter, I was so blown away. I have 2 children. My daughter's my first child. So when I had my first child, I called my mom and I said, Mom, I had no idea how much you loved me. And she was kind of like, hey. And I said, no, I didn't mean it that way. I just meant, it's like a whole nother level of love that you've never felt before. So amazing. Now you're waiting on a ring. Well, sweetheart, the tarot thinks you're going to be getting it. Oh, yeah. All right, beautiful Aries. Thank you so much. Giselle, how are you? We've got Giselle up, then we have Ecto 1GB, and then we have Aqua Leo, and Kiss JG is here too. Oh, great. I have my 2 extraordinary moderators here. So what are we doing? Giselle is next. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I got distracted for a second. All right. When will me and my ex reconcile? It's been about a year and a half now. Should I still have faith in this connection considering the circumstances, or move on? Okay. So you and your ex broke up about a year and a half ago. And you're hoping for a reconciliation, but you're wanting to know, is it time to cut my losses and just move on? So let's see what we've got. I want to use the Steampunk Tarot. Steampunk. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to put something, I don't know what will fit there, but I'm getting this very weird light coming in. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't even think that's going to help. Well, whatever. That was a waste of time, but okay. Man, I just can't get the lighting right in here. I don't know why. All right, Giselle. All right, whoops. We're asking about the ex and Giselle. Will Giselle and her ex reconcile? What is the advice for Giselle? Will they get back together? It's been a year and a half. Year and a half. Okay. And there's our energy. And this is our spread. Okay. All right. So we have Queen of Cups energy. All right. This is somebody, the queen, the queen is the queen. She's already risen above and she's up in a higher status or whatever, if it were like medieval times, and she's made it. She's a queen now. And, everybody loves the Queen of Cups. Everybody thinks she's awesome. She is often known as the best spouse and the best friend. But the one thing about our Queen of Cups, she's very moody. She gets her feelings hurt very easily, and she does not like being told she is doing something wrong. So this is the energy. Let's see how it pulls in. Okay, reconcile or move on. That's what we're looking at. And holy cow, you've got strong cards, honey. You got really strong cards. We've got 3 court cards. We've got our queen, we've got a knight, and we've got our king. Both of these are swords. And then we have the world. So, Queen of Cups. Everybody loves the Queen of Cups. Just kind of gets upset a little easily, right? So, the Knight of Swords, what this is telling me, the Knight of Swords loves to get involved in things and super excited, very full of energy and action oriented. But our knight usually rushes in without knowing what they're going to do next. So it's about like rushing in, like, and not having any way to, okay, well, what's next? I just can't go on adrenaline, That's what our Knight of Swords is saying. And then here our King of Swords. This is the king. He's very emotionally detached. What a nice pairing here, because Queen of Cups energy is almost the opposite. She's full of emotions, almost too many emotions. And then we've got emotionally detached person. And then we've got our world card. The world is all about kind of like the end of a journey. It's also about lesson learned. So, Giselle, I'm going to say the cards are suggesting that it might be time to move on. I can see where obviously it's something on your mind, or you wouldn't have asked the question, I realize, but because this is the general energy, I can see where, you're on your own, you're doing it, you're on your feet, you're fine, but it still must be upsetting, I can see that. And our Knight of Swords is all about, what, we started off, we had a good run, but now it's not going anywhere, right? Knight of Swords. King of Swords. That's, again, someone who's very emotionally detached. So somebody who has pulled away the emotions. This sounds like your ex. Here, the world, this is actually a really good card for you, because this is all about saying, I've gotten to the end now and I've learned a lesson. And now the only thing next to do is to start the next chapter. And that will take away, our Queen of Cups is awesome, don't get me wrong, but that will calm down some of those emotions and you can just be your regular awesomeness. Queen of Cups, she's awesome. Just got it, a little moody. But other than that, yeah, it's super clear. Also, Swords is the suit of truth. So, the truth, it's telling us the truth. It started off maybe great or whatever happened, however long you were together. But you know what? There was just no plan for the next stage. It just fell flat after it got to that next level. And yeah, emotionally detached and learned a lesson. So now, Giselle, you can go into your next relationship with an open heart, with an open mind, taking the lessons you've learned in your life. Set your boundaries. Like I say this so much to you guys. Set your boundaries. Do not lower your standards and know what you are willing to tolerate. Don't put up with things that, are crossing those boundaries. Don't lower your standards to just not be alone, because it's better to be alone for a little while than it is to be with the wrong one. You know what? This says you're a very well-rounded person, that people genuinely like you. And because it is Queen of Cups and partnered here with the world, I see that somebody is out there for you. I don't see who or what. I can't tell you that. But somebody is there. Somebody's there. They're coming. So you got to just, put that away. You're still kind of awesome here with the Queen, but you're going to put those emotions better or away so that you're feeling better. And lesson learned. Set your standards, set your boundaries. Do not sacrifice your boundaries. And remember this, to everyone, We can't want to be with somebody else more than they want to be with us. Red flag, see you later. Red flags, my friends. All right, Giselle, thank you. Yeah, Giselle's saying standards have definitely changed. See, learning. You learned so much. All righty. So let us see what is next. We have Ecto 1GB. See you later, Giselle. Thank you. All right. So, Ecto 1. I'm sorry. My brain froze on that. And hello, we've got lots of people here. Welcome, welcome. We are working on donations right now. The free list is closed. But if you would like to come back, I'm here every day at 12 o'clock Central Time. And I do readings every day. I do free readings, but donations do take priority. And I do stick around to do all donation readings. So right now, that's where we are. So in case you are wondering. All right, so let's get back to business. All right, so I'm looking for my friend Ecto 1GB. You might have that's not even a word. You might have put your question up here. Ecto 1GB, where are you? I think I saw it too. So yeah, guys, don't forget, if you donate, please write donated in the chat, and my moderators or myself will be able to pick up on that. I have a PayPal issue. It's locked up, won't even let me in. So there you go. Rose D already got her reading, Kiss. Sorry if that was confusing somehow. Rose D, I'm on Ecto now. Rose D, not sure how it got out of order, but Rose D was before Beautiful Aries. So maybe that was me. Maybe I did it wrong. But anyway, Ecto 1 is next. And then we have Aqua Leo. And then we have SMJ. And you did 3 questions. You donated for 3. So we are going to take care of that. So yeah, we've got about 5 readings. If you're interested in getting onto the donation list, the donation link is in my description, and my moderators post it for you. Awesome. Thank you, Ecto. And is that from Ghostbusters? Is that from Ghostbusters, Ecto? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right. I had a falling out with a friend because he's in a relationship now. I've done so much for him, and he just left me out in the cold. Oh, man, that sucks. Will he ever contact me again, or will we become friends again? Man, that sucks. Yeah. Let's be realistic. Yes, we all, when you get somebody new and all this, and I get it. But you should still balance and be there. Your friends are the ones who will always be there for you. Your friends are always there for you. And I realize that time is sometimes a time juggle when you have a relationship. Yes, I get it, but same time. Hi, Rhymes. How are you? Yes, right now, the readings are not free at this point. We are on donations. I do free readings for the first hour, but donations do take priority, so I do read donation questions first. And then after that hour is over, we just switch to donations only. So we are on donations. If you'd like to make a donation, you can go ahead and do so, and we'll get you on the list. Okay, Ecto. It is from Ghostbusters. Yeah, I love it, Ecto. Hilarious. Hilarious. All right. I was around when the Ghostbuster movies came out. I watched them in the theater. I'm a child of the 80s. I graduated high school in 1987. So I was born in 69. 1969, just like Bryan Adams, summer of 69, right? You know that song? Or doesn't Kid Rock have one too about 69? Maybe not. I think he's my age. That's why I think he did that. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, so let's find out. I got distracted with the Ghostbuster reference. All right, relationship now. What's going on with this, friends? We're using Modern Spellcasters Tarot. And just got left in the cold. That's upsetting to me. All right, will you become friends again? Okay. All right, so there's our energy. And this is our spread. Okay. So, oh, I almost dropped it on the floor. All right, our High Priestess is here. Isn't this an interesting High Priestess, guys? Look at that. She's got like her face all blacked out. Isn't that weird and creepy? Ah, well, anyway, she's not weird and creepy. The High Priestess is actually very good. She's kind of like the keeper of all the mystery and the secrets and not knowing what to do. But she's also a very great card to show me the cycles of the moon are always moving. So what that says to me, she's always got a moon in there. There's a moon. Just like the moon, a full moon comes this month, there's going to be another full moon next month, and you have everything in between. You've got the half moon and so forth. You don't go to bed wondering, is there going to be a moon, right? There's a moon. So this is about kind of knowing that things kind of find their way. So that sounds kind of awesome, but let's find out. We got to see what else we've got. Okay. Yes. I do think I can totally see where he left you out in the cold. I totally see it. 5 of Cups. Look at that. Left you out in the cold. This is about somebody who is, look at, he's dumping out his cups there. He's just letting them go. This is kind of what happened. Cups is the suit of love and emotion. This is about, having things, and things, but not noticing what else you have. This sounds exactly like the person he's in the relationship with. This I'm sure is super obvious to you as well. He kind of tossed you aside to take the other cup, right? But there were more cups with you. You were a more solid cup friendship, a cup person. But, and that's why it hurts so much. But we've got this World card here at the end, which tells me that I think it will change. And I can't tell you what will happen in their relationship other than to get a sense about what's going on. I usually have to have some kind of anchor to whoever I'm reading. So like I can talk about what he's doing because you're the anchor. Does that make sense? I don't know what she's doing. And you see what I'm saying? So I can't say what's going on with those two. But I do see this about him. He is going to have a point where he's going to feel like lesson learned. I need my friend back. And where does my friend go? Well, I hope you have a face and, but you're going, come back. It's always, you can come back. It's open. Just like the moon turns, every cycle is different. Notice the World card also has the moon. What? See? So I do think he will come back again. I do think it's going to take a little bit more. I mean, I don't know. I know it's been a while, you said, but I do think it's going to move, but not until he realizes that he made a mistake, and he's going to be feeling like, shit, now I got to eat my words. I have egg on my face, that kind of a thing, because he does. So I have a feeling that, perhaps something's not going to work out. I can't say that for sure because I'm not reading for those two. But I do see, though, that there is a lesson learned kind of situation happening. And the road back is very solid, very stable, but taking one step at a time. He's not going to be able to admit this at first. First of all, he won't want to look like he's wrong. Nobody wants to be wrong, right? And some people have a harder time, admitting when they're wrong. We all, avoid that. It's awkward, whatever. He'll get over it. Might be going slowly, but yes. So I don't know. I can't say, 100% like, oh yeah, they're breaking up. I mean, I don't know. She's not here. I can't tell. I'm not connected, but this implies that because it's about him learning a lesson. So if their relationship doesn't work out, learn the lesson. Don't give up your friends. If the relationship does work out, learn the lesson. Don't give up your friends for relationships. So either way, I do think it's positive. Oh, ecto. All right. Well, thank you so much. So Ecto, since you're a Ghostbusters fan, you remember in the beginning of the first one where Bill Murray is trying to test people for their psychic abilities? And he's having them read a card and try to guess what the card is. So like he has the card and it's like a bird, and she's sitting over here and she'll go, a balloon. And she was very attractive. So he's like, yep, you're right. And he put it down. And then there was a guy there too. And whatever he guessed, he'd say nope. And he'd give the buzzer with the bzz. And little did he know the guy was right. Super funny. I probably didn't do it justice, but all righty. Aqua Leo, how are you? I hope things are going well. Let's get your question. Oh, look at this. I love it. How cute. How cute. All right. I did see you wrote it way back here, so I'll try to find it, but sometimes the top of the chat falls away. Oh, I found it. Oh, and you posted again. Chris Kiss JG got it and definitely does a great job for reminding people because the chat does fall off the top sometimes. All right, Aqua Leo. Okay, so company is restructuring. Will they end up letting me go, or will I continue to work where I am? Oh man, let's see. We're just gonna use the everyday witch because it is awesome as awesome goes. So are they going to keep Aqua Leo, or they will let her go? Will they let her go? The company is restructuring. Are they going to keep Aqua Leo? Okay, let's see what we've got. There's our energy. This will be our spread. All right. Oh, look at that energy, Aqua Leo. That's awesome. Oh, that's the sun. That's about success. That would make a success. That would, first of all, be awesome. It's also about hope. It's about hope. It's about optimism. It's about, feeling enlightened about things. So I would hope that they're feeling enlightened about, what your value or your role there. They're seeing, yeah, she'd be great. Or, any way you look at it, this is positive. This is positive energy. So let's see what the cards say about that. Okay. All right. Okay. So the sun is applying to the whole reading, right? So this is our energy. We start off with the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, pages are about new messages. This is Swords, so it's about communication. It's about truth. And as I said, our pages always are bringing new messages. So that sounds awesome. The Page of Swords, this is somebody who is very much a fast learner, somebody who is adaptable. This sounds exactly like you. With all the kind of changes going on in the company and the uncertainty, you've been able to be a fast learner. You've been able to keep up. You've been doing a great, honest, job or whatever. That truth is there. And I think that is recognized too, because, how do you not see it when somebody's doing well? We've got this page, and notice on the other side, we also have a knight. The knights are moving, and they're moving fast. Knights are always coming in. This knight is the Knight of Wands, and this is all about getting things done. This is somebody who has an inspired action, like, I want to do this, and I'm going to make it happen. That sounds phenomenal. Now here we have our Seven of Cups in the middle of our court cards. The Seven of Cups. This is all about kind of, fear of making the wrong choice, having choices. Look at these witches. They're in the little shop there, and she's trying to decide what she should get for her spells or whatever. She's just trying to decide. So I think that there are going to be multiple positions or people that they're hoping to keep. Not sure how many. I mean, I can't say that. But what I can say is that our Knight of Wands is telling me that they will. We got to pull one on that. The sun is going in. It's these choices that are throwing me off. Let's find out about those choices. What in the hell are the choices? We want to know. What are the choices, please? You're throwing me off. I need more information. Love. Okay, the Knight of Cups. Well, I'm not suggesting you're going to fall in love with your place of employment. Well, hopefully you will. I mean, you're not going to be romantically involved with your place of employment, but this would mean falling in love with your place of employment, literally. So I was right when I said it in the first place. This is all about kind of rushing in, trying to charm somebody, trying to make them want to be here. Now, let's see. Are we right? Is this, what are the choices? The choices are saying good things, but why are there choices? We need more. Okay, because they're not going to take all of you. They're not taking all of you. That's what the choices are. That's what I thought originally, but this confirms it. They're looking for, and I don't know if it's one, because we have our Knight of Cups. It might be, you know, one person. It might not be, but that kind of makes me wonder, wanting one, but keeping others out. So there's going to be choices. I'm sure you're one of these choices. I hope you're the little heart. And they want to get the right person in the job. Clearly makes sense. And then there, the Five of Pentacles. Look, the witch is saying, hey, I want to come in that house too. So they're keeping somebody out. Yeah, keeping somebody out. And because this is the energy for the entire spread, I'm seeing that, you know, when they make that decision, they're going to be able to just make that. They're going to go for it. It's going to happen. So I don't think this is going to take too long. I really don't. You know, our Knight of Wands is like going fast. So, and here comes the new information. So I think this is coming quickly. Yeah. So let's see. Do I stay or my boss? Okay, let's do it. I wonder, is it me? Yes, I hope so, because you're that little heart in there. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to get a little more. I don't want to lose the cards we already have, because sometimes I like to refer back to them. All right, same shuffle. I haven't touched it. So we want to know, is this Aquileo or is this the boss? Who stays? Who stays at the company? Aquileo, Seven of Wands, or boss lady? Can't see. Boss lady is going to be having some kind of decision to be, I think that's the decision to, I do. We've got our Seven of Wands here. Now, when I said this one was about you, this was somebody who feels kind of outnumbered, or you're worried about your boss, right? You're feeling kind of like outnumbered, meaning, you know, you're not in the in crowd with your boss or whatever, but stand your ground, stand your ground. The Justice card, when I asked about the boss lady, the Justice card is all about kind of, well, decisions, first of all, but it's about being fair and things like that. This is about pulling the trigger. This is about saying, I made a decision and pulling the trigger. That to me sounds like bye to you. So let's find out what we've got. Is this a goodbye to you kind of situation? Is she getting fired? Oh, okay. She's trying to figure out what's going on in her mind, trying to figure out what to do, where to go, where to be. So that sounds like it is, but let's do another one. So confirm for me, please. Is the boss lady going to be staying or leaving? King of Cups. He is somebody who sits back and watches from a distance. I do think that, you know, it's not looking so great. You're standing your ground. That means you're staying where you are. Yeah. I am seeing it as though you're staying where you are. And boss lady, you asked about her. That is implying and indicating to me that is not, she's on a shaky ground of some sort. You know, shaky ground. She's out here on an island. You know, we stand back and watch everything happening from far away from that island. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. All right, Aqua Leo. I hope that helped. But I think they're going to keep you. And I think Boss Lady is not on stable footing. You know, I don't see, but you got good cards you're asking. No, I didn't. Okay, let me see. Keeping her out. No, she got bad cards. She didn't get all bad cards. I mean, I'm just looking at what she got. That's about being kept out, you know, not wanting to come in. What else did she get? Not those. That's not the right ones. This was you. Stand your ground. King of Cups. He's not a bad guy, but he's just seeing things from afar. Does that make sense? He's kind of out on the island there watching from afar. Well, you're not engaged at work if you're sitting on an island out watching from afar. You know, this is somebody who doesn't like to be criticized. And so, you know, kind of closes themselves off. You know what I mean? This is being shut out. That's that. And then here, this was about trying to decide what to do next. Literally what it means. Trying to decide what to do next. Look at, he's looking at a globe. He's got a globe in his hand. So he's got the world there. And he's like, what do I do? What should I do? To me, that implies figuring out where to go next, right? She also got the Justice, which was the decision. And I think that that decision is not in her favor. I mean, we're going to make a decision based on these other things, you know? And literally for you, the card that means literally stand your ground. To me, that sounds very much like a you stay and she goes. And if it's not her going, it's like, you know, she's on precarious ground. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, Aqua Leo. All right. So good luck, my friend. All right, SMJ. Oh, perfect. Thank you, my dear. All right, after SMJ, this will complete all my list of donations. If I've missed somebody, please put it in the chat there. Let Kiss JG or Jane J know. The 7 is uncertainty again. Yep, Aqua Leo, you are right. And you'll let me know the outcome. Great. Please do. Good luck. I'm always sending you positive thoughts. Always. Much love to you, my friend. All right. So what was I doing? Oh, SMJ. So yeah, if you donate, please write it there. But otherwise, we just have 3 questions from SMJ, and then I am going to wrap it up. Okay. All righty. I noticed V is no longer talking to L. What's the reason he cut her off? Ooh, okay. Ooh, we need to use Edgar Allan Poe Tarot for that for sure. Okay. So V is no longer talking to L. Why did V cut her off? Why did V cut off L? What happened? What happened? All right. All right. There's the energy. This is our spread. Okay, so what's up with that? 6 of Wands. Okay, this is all about kind of feeling. 6 of Wands is more about recognition. That's the word. I couldn't think about what the word was. It's about recognizing somebody. It's about. I want to see what these say, but my first thought is V kind of figured out that there is more to L than thought, and now recognizing these other things has made V cut her off. That's what I'm thinking. But let's find out. Let's find out, because this is what's the more telling. Here's the change. Here's the change. The Tower. That's the big change. That's no longer talking. That's the cutoff right there. So recognizing the person, L. L is being singled out, correct? That means recognition, right? I'm recognizing you. I am singling you out, L. So L, change the tower. That's the cutoff right there. So let's see, what is the why? What is the why? Well, first of all, because he is feeling like this. He feels like he's in this terrible boat that's tipping over. Things are rocky. This is a hard boat to drive, and I just want to feel free again where I was before. Maybe things aren't going well and it's rocky waters. Think about it figuratively, not literally. So think about it figuratively. Maybe there was just a bumpy patch and, he says, I'm out of here, or, I don't want to do that. Or maybe it's a horrible thing and he says, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with that. He literally jumped off this boat. Look at him flying up into the sky. Tell him to put some clothes on, though. What? All right. Then here we have the Three of Pentacles, and this is where he has put up that wall. He feels that he is putting in more of an effort than L is. V feels like it more of an effort than L. I can't think of my letters. Okay, so V is feeling that L is not putting in the effort, and therefore made the change. This one is super, super clear. Wow. So yeah, singled her out as to say, you're not putting in the effort and I'm free now, made that change. So now I'm free. Oh my gosh, that is super, super clear. Wow. Oh, I love the tarot. Okay. So there's that one. Now you've got your second question is, will he reconcile with her? Where did I put this deck? Okay, there it is. Will he reconcile? We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot. Okay. Wizard's Tarot will tell us. Okay. V, are you going to be, is there a reconciliation with L, even though you cut her off? V, no longer talking. Okay. So, do we see a reconciliation happening for V and L? Oh, yeah, maybe. We got the Knight of Cups. What's the Knight of Cups, guys? The Ooh La La card. The Knight of Cups. This is charming person coming in to sweep you off your feet kind of thing. We need to see what these are because that might change things. But this is looking like, whoa, awesome. In terms of feelings and love. Now, I'm not sure that you really think that's awesome because you don't want V to reconcile with L. But because I'm sure, obviously, that you're wanting to spend some time with V. But so don't get upset yet. Let's just see what this also has. Interesting that we got our Three of Pentacles again. I can't do anything about that. There we go. The Three of Pentacles, interesting, because that's what we got in the last question, and that was because she wasn't putting in the effort. She was not putting in the effort. So V said, all right, I'm not messing around with that. So there went that. The Knight of Cups. I think that what's happening is that she is going to come in and say, well, I'm sorry about that. I wasn't putting in the work. She's trying to be Knight of Cupsy. I'm sorry about not putting in the work. Could we try again? And I'm sorry. And they're going to say, okay, well, let's try again. Let's use our magician powers here. And we're going to see if we can create something better. Just make sure you keep trying harder. And she says, okay, I will. Because she is this Knight of Cups energy coming in. But we've got our Seven of Swords. This is all about the loss of something. This is about, saying I'm taking what I came with and I'm getting the hell out of here. So I do think they will reconcile, but I think that there's something that's just not going to be clicking or going right despite the ooh la la of L. They might have a reconciliation or a moment of thinking that this might work, but ultimately it does not. And whether or not they actually physically get back together or they just start talking, I don't think so. I don't think they'll get back. So since you want to be with V, clearly the Knight of Cups would not be something you'd be super excited about. But this tells a really nice story. It tells us what's happening, that she comes in and wants to say, I will work on it. I will. And let's start again. But then he's like, it's just not going to come through. It's just not going to come through. Definitely. So let's do an end game on that one because I want a little bit more. And what am I using? Oh, Wizards Tarot, duh. Okay. So is this first? Is there a reconciliation? Yes or a no, please? 9 of Cups. So they will reconcile. Yes. But again, I think it's not going to work. Let's confirm that. Is the reconciliation going to blow up in their faces? Yes. Yes. So, okay. So it's not going to go well in terms of long lasting. I think they might have a false attempt at reconciliation, but I don't think it's going to stick around. I think there might be some issues going down the pike. So we'll see. You've got Thanksgiving coming up. You're asking about that. I'm not even sure what day it is this year, 20-something, I know, but we're going to use Tarot in Wonderland to find out about Thanksgiving. Let's find out, SMJ. All right. Thanksgiving with V. Is V, no matter what's going on with L, is V going to spend Thanksgiving with SMJ? Okay. I'm going to put up my other banner real quick. All right, guys. So this is my last reading, guys. Our stream is going to end. Thank you so much for being here. Love it if you'd hang out and take a look at what the cards are going to say for SMJ. But I do want to let you know that this will be my last reading. I am here every day at 12 o'clock Central Time. If you have not already, please be sure that you hit subscribe. Love you to stay in touch. I'm part of the family. All right, Thanksgiving with V. Yeah, I think that he's starting to see that she's not putting in the same effort. Okay, are you going to spend Thanksgiving with V? Okay, energy for Thanksgiving. All right, we want to see V and SMJ. Oh, SMG or J. SMJ, this looks really good. The 2 of Cups. Woo! 2 of Cups energy. That's all about love and harmony. That's about things going well. And look at this. In their cups in the teapot, they've got the smoke swirling around. It's like harmony. It's like things coming together. This is literally the suit of 2 the card of 2 coming together in the name of love. Now, this is about you and V. So all of this applies to you. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. So the lovers. What? The lovers. That's awesome. 2 of Cups energy. This looks like Thanksgiving might be a very likely possibility. That looks very awesome. Of course, we can assume what the lovers means just by the name. But that's kind of like that deeper kind of thing. You need to, that's more of like, not just I love you today, that kind of a thing. So I do see that, but then I see a little bit of heartbreak. I'll tell you exactly what I think this is as soon as I go through this. We also then have our 6 of Swords. 3 of Swords is about heartbreak, communication issues, things like that. Don't panic. This is our energy for everything, right? 6 of Swords. This is about going away, going to a brighter shore, carrying your troubles with you. This is about somebody bringing their baggage, but, wanting some help. We have a guided journey. Look at Alice is using bringing this person, I don't know what that is, a llama or a lamb, bringing to the brighter place, like, let's go, we're going. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I think this means, and I think it is super, super clear. I think that the tarot is saying that it is very likely you will be spending Thanksgiving together. I think that's going to go really well. But then I think, remember from our last reading, we saw a little blip of a reconciliation, didn't we? We saw a little blip. So that might be that. There it is. That could be that little reconciliation part, which will not last. This is confirming my last reading too. I'm freaking out. Okay. So Six of Swords is telling me, again, returning to you to say, I've got baggage. It didn't work out. She wasn't working as hard as me, or she didn't care about what I care about, or we just weren't hitting it off. I mean, whatever. That's what these swords are. Let's see. They make music together. Okay. So didn't want to put the effort into making music with them. So, that might be one of these swords. She didn't want to make music with me. The other one could be something else. The other one, they might all be the same. Who knows? But coming to you to say, come on, can you help me get to the other shore? This is totally, that light, totally confirming both of the readings now. I can't get rid of that. I'm sorry. But anyway, again, the reconciliation is potentially going to be happening. It is not going to be fun. You're going to feel like, hey, man, that sucks, because we just had this great stuff going on for Thanksgiving. But even though this sucks, and even though they reconcile for a little bit, we know from our last reading that is not going to last, because you know what? She says she's going to be putting more effort, and then he's going to say actions speak louder than words. Then he's going to come back to you to say, let's finish what we started here. And then it's up to you to decide, what do you want to do? There is some baggage that he's going to be bringing from this relationship, which is not necessarily a horrible, horrible thing. We all have baggage, right? And that's how we learn, is by having that baggage in the first place. So it's not a horrible thing, but you got to remember, you don't ever want to be the rebound. You might have said, you know what, screw this. I'm interested in somebody else. I don't know. You clearly want to be with V, but yeah, so I'm thinking that Thanksgiving's coming. Then there's that little blip on that reconciliation with V, but then they don't make it, because that's not going to happen. And here's coming back to you to help row the boat. Oh, yeah, SMJ. That sounded very good. I love that you did a 3-parter, because how nicely did those pull in together. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You'll have to keep me posted if you feel comfortable, of course. I don't want you to ever feel like you have to reveal things you don't want to, but check in with the energy. Remember, energy is always swirling. Come back anytime, and obviously we can check in, or whatever's going on. You can, and tell me what happens if you feel comfortable. I'd love to. No. All right, my friends. I am so glad you have all hung out with me today. Huge shout out to my moderators, Jane J, Aqua Leo, and Kiss JG. You guys are awesome. Aqua Leo and Jane J, Kiss JG and Jane J did a lot of work. I think you were both here the whole show. So we've gone about almost 2 hours and 45 minutes. So thank you. All the rest of you, I'm so glad you've come to the show and found the channel. Do not forget, please hit subscribe so that way you can stay connected. I put out videos every day with my live stream, but I also do usually 2 uploads a week or more. So yeah, so get those notifications. One last time, I'm going to do it. I know you guys are sick of it, but please, if you're in the USA, please go vote. Today is election day. Your voice matters. And if you are interested in reading my beautiful daughter's Facebook post, she just blows my mind. There she is, my daughter, Caitlin. She is 25. She is in grad school getting her master's degree in industrial organizational psychology. She was just promoted to the assistant manager at work, and she is the Queen of Wands, man. She is the Queen of Wands. So look at her post there. I mean, if you'd like, obviously you can rewind it or whatever. I'm not going to leave it up there, though, because I am not going to force politics down your throat. I just want to, if you're in the U.S., the big thing is vote. If you're in the USA, please go vote today. All right, my friends. I am so glad you were here. I've had a great time. I'm going to wrap it up right now. You guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.